Before the historic court action, statistics showed Christians already more likely to adopt than other Americans. Now they are stepping up at an even bigger rate to grow their families and help children in need.
Since Dobbs' decision last June, we've definitely seen the church raise up and say we want to be available for adoption and foster care.
Herbie Newell serves as president and executive director of Lifeline Children's Services, one of the largest evangelical adoption agencies in the country.
We've seen the pro-life community really embrace the idea of adoption in ways that really we haven't for the last 49 years. I feel like we were so targeted on ending abortion that we kind of failed at times to look at what are the options that a woman has on the life side.
This all comes at a time, Newell says, the battle over adoption has never been greater.
Adoption has become a lot tougher, both domestically and internationally. Organizations have either compromised or exited child welfare altogether because of how difficult it is to stand firm to a biblical ethic of marriage and family in the world of child welfare today.
When the pandemic hit in 2020, border closings and lockdowns forced many countries to shut down their foreign adoption programs, an impact Newell points out that's still being felt today.
China has just now started to allow families to travel again for kids that were matched to them in 2019 before the pandemic began. And so certainly we need to call our state representatives, our senators. We need to advocate for these kids that have been matched to come home.
Back in the U.S., Newell says pro-life pregnancy centers must adjust to the changing face of abortion.
We need to make sure is that we're not just reaching the woman who's going to come into our clinic who's looking for a medical abortion, but they were able to get in almost real time connection with women who are seeking chemical abortion. And we need women to know that there's a reversal pill. This is really the face of crisis pregnancy, and it means that we're having to revolutionize the way that we look at reaching young women who are in that crisis.
That includes single women facing an unplanned pregnancy.
What that woman needs is not an abortion. That woman needs a community that's going to mentally and spiritually support her, wrap around her, and help her be able to accomplish her goals and her dreams while also bringing life to a child.
Meanwhile, Lifeline is recruiting kids to help make a difference through an initiative called Stand for Orphans, an idea started by kids for kids who need families.
And my son, who was about 8 or 9 at the time, said, you know what, Dad, if we could get 1,000 kids to do lemonade stands, the $20 we made yesterday would turn into $20,000. The next thing you knew, that first summer, they had raised over $100,000 for orphans and vulnerable children around the world.
I took a stand, and you can too.
Since that first summer, nearly $400,000 have been raised, and it's expanding as churches across the country are including the idea in their vacation Bible schools. Charlene, CBN News.